slide them on to where the metal end goes in between that solder. Just heat them up and shrink them to hold them in place. Let them cool down before you add the other side. And then add your other wires to the other side. Heat the center ring first. Just shrink that down. Be careful not to burn all the way through, all the way around. Shrink that down before you shrink this, because it will create an air bubble if you don't, and it will blow through the side. Then you got to start over again. So that's the best way to do it. And I give them a little squeeze just to, they're hot. It will burn your fingers a little bit. But I give them a little squeeze so that it really pushes it down in between the wire strands, the solder down in there, and let it cool until it cools off and it's real strong.
And when you heat it, you wait and you see the silver of the solder, the melted solder.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll go back. So like, let's do another one.
And if you don't let it cool down long enough, then it'll come apart.
If you start moving it before it's cooled down, I mean, not have to cool down all the way, but if you start moving it too soon, it'll crack, and then it will harden cracked.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit this just to shrink it. So it just started shrinking, and it's not quite silver yet, the solder. It's just kind of gray still. It did a little bit of silver, not much. Trying to not to burn my fingers here. It's got a cooler, it'll just fall apart because it's still hot and rubbery. Now that I shrunk that down first, shrink this down, you can come back and you can hit that solder until you see the silver melt. That one, there it did. See it?
See it, yep, at the bottom.
On the top here too. And then I just give a little pinch so it really gets down inside this.
The fibers of the wire.
Yeah, and then you can see but it's still flexible. I don't want to move it right now because it will crack. Now it's cooling down, it's getting hard. And then you see it turns like a gray color again. Now it's all hard. It's nice and hard. It ain't going anywhere. It's not flexing.
Wow.
So that's that.
Solid and waterproof.
Yeah, and this is your glue. So when you heat it up, it melts and pushes the glue. There's some glue that came out. I mean, it's cooled off. Yeah, it seals it up big time. So they're great.
Very cool.
And they're very strong. I mean, they're not going to come apart. They're very strong.
Wow.
So, all right.